Hey guys, my name is Harry Dell and this is Boxing Chat. Alright, so the Mayweather-Maidana dispute over the gloves is over. The fight is on. Maidana's going to wear his Everlast gloves and that's the end of it. Now, the reason why all this shit started, a lot of people are saying Maidana and Robert Garcia are cheaters now. Now, other people are saying that Mayweather's just a bitch and he's scared. But before I get to that, let me just go ahead and read something from Yahoo Sports. And let me just read a piece of the article for you. And this has to do with the actual CEO of Everlast. So let me go ahead and read this real quick. Everlast CEO Neil Morton defended his company's manufacturing process for the boxing gloves and said he believes the dispute was simply a case of Mayweather seeking a psychological edge. Morton said the custom gloves are manufactured exactly the same way as the stock gloves, and the only difference is a different color of leather is used. He said he is willing to cut the gloves open to prove that to anyone who questions the validity of his claim. He said he didn't understand why the custom gloves were ruled invalid. However, it could be that the commission was simply trying to broker a deal and placate Mayweather, given that the stock red gloves had been approved. Nothing changes in the process from glove to glove. He said that when a fighter such as Maidana wants to wear Everlast gloves in a custom color, leather is found that most closely approximates the color the fighter wants. He said that there is what he calls a tech pack for a model of gloves Everlast produces. That tech pack has glove specifications and ensures they're all identical. Now that was just a short piece from Yahoo Sports. You guys can go check it out for yourselves. Now, as far as people who are accusing Maidana and Garcias of cheating, I mean, seriously, is this what you're gonna do? You're gonna start pointing fingers, and now you guys are comparing Maidana to Margarito? Because I've seen that shit online. I've seen the comments. Now you guys are calling him another Margarito and all this bullshit. Look, if the gloves were so fucked up and tampered with, you swear like the commission is gonna be like, oh well, it's not a big deal. We'll just give him another pair. I mean, come on. If you get caught doing something fucked up, you're gonna get your ass kicked for it, and you're gonna get your ass handed to you quick on the spot. But the truth is, there was no problem with the gloves at all. It's all bullshit. Mayweather just didn't want him to wear the gloves he wanted. He didn't want him to wear and represent his colors. He didn't want him to be comfortable in any way. Because then they go ahead and say no to the MX gloves, the red ones, that he already used in Vegas in the MGM Grand when he fought Soto Karass. He also used the same gloves when he fought Broner. And Robert Garcia claims that Mikey, Brandon, all of his fighters wear the same gloves. So if they were a cheap brand, or they were a bullshit brand, or they're not up to par, then why the fuck are all these fighters using it? Why are these commissions in other states allowing this? Why? Because there's nothing wrong with the gloves at all. Mayweather is being a complete pussy about this shit, man. Now, fuck, I really didn't expect this from Mayweather. I really did not expect this. But then again, you know, he does try to make a lot of excuses, and so the one company is not going to make a specific glove for one fighter to fit him perfectly or to gain a edge of any type as far as being able to, you know, hurt somebody with having just pretty much plain knuckles. You think a whole company is going to put themselves in jeopardy? Now, it would have been a different story if these gloves were from a brand that nobody ever heard of, or it was a brand new company and the gloves were fucked up. Then we could start, you know, saying, hey, what the fuck is going on here? But these are Everlast. They've been around for a long time. What I saw from the videos, just from observing, there's a lot of videos here on YouTube, and you know, first Ellerby is trying to say we don't care about the brand. We don't care. We don't care about the brand. He didn't say we don't care about him not wearing Everlast, or we don't care about him wearing Grants. He just kept saying we don't care about the brand. We don't care about the brand. We just want to make sure they have padding in them. We just want to make sure they have padding in them. Now, as this goes on and on, he starts, you know, pushing for Grant. First, Mayweather starts it off. He goes, nah, he wearing the same gloves as mine. That's it. He wearing the same gloves as me. That's it. He's wearing Grants. That's it. We're wearing the same stuff. Of course, Garcia's not going to, you know, just back down like that. Then Ellerby starts pushing for it. You know, hey, he's wearing the Grants. No grants, no fight. That's it. Now, if you guys have noticed, you know, in most of Mayweather's fights, pretty much all of them since he defeated Oscar, he has always picked the gloves, and they've always been Grant. I mean, when he fought Ortiz, check out the pictures and the videos. Which gloves was Ortiz fighting in? Grant. Which gloves was Canelo fighting in? Grant. Sugar Shane? Grant. Ricky Hatton, Everlast. Miguel Cotto, Everlast. Now, all of a sudden, this power puncher, because this is why they've been trying to sell the fight as Maidana's the power puncher with the 80% knockout ratio right under Keith Thurman, and he is one of the hardest hitters in boxing, so anything could happen in the fight. Now, all of that isn't hype. He does knock motherfuckers out, and he pretty much hurts everybody that he fights. So, it's funny to me that he allows, let's say, up to recently, Robert Guerrero wear Reyes gloves. Now, yesterday, Mayweather's, they didn't even approve of the Reyes gloves. They didn't want him to wear Reyes. They didn't want him to wear Everlast. They wanted him to wear Grant. They want to take away Maidana's power and his impact on shots, because Floyd does get hit. Now, of course, when you wear Grants, they are for fighters with a history of hand injuries, and that's why Floyd wears them, and that's why Floyd doesn't get that many knockouts, and that's why, you know, people think that Mayweather doesn't have punch in his power. He had punch in his power before, but from hurting his hands constantly, he doesn't even fully go all in on his shots, because he will break them again. Now, I just believe it's so funny how he lets Robert Guerrero wear Reyes, because let's look at Robert Guerrero. He only has 50% knockout ratio. I mean, he has 36 wins and he had 18 knockouts. Not a big power puncher. Miguel Cotto, when he fought Miguel Cotto, he was wearing Everlast, but yet those were the 10-ounce versions. And also, Miguel Cotto wasn't the same Miguel Cotto he was in 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008. So Mayweather was pretty much comfortable with him wearing the Everlast. But look what happened in that fight. Look what happened to Mayweather in that fight. Wasn't that one of his toughest fights? Didn't we see Mayweather take hard shots? And some of them weren't even that hard, and he was bleeding from his nose. He was, you know, getting busted up in that fight. And, you know, we got another fighter in Maidana wanting to wear the Everlast now. And he's like, no, fuck that. Fuck that shit. He's not wearing Everlast. Nope. He's not wearing Everlast. Another fighter who wore Everlast was Ricky Hatton. Now, Ricky Hatton, he was a lot smaller than Mayweather. I mean, you guys got to see. I mean, Mayweather was the bigger guy in that fight. He was way stronger. Hatton had some good punching power, but he didn't have any knockout power. Like, you know, one punch can change the fight. He let Hatton wear those gloves. But let's go ahead and get to what the hell was the point of all this. Now, if Mayweather had such a problem with him wearing Everlast, then why wasn't it in the contract? If he wanted him to wear Grants, then he should have put it in the contract, and Maidana would have signed it. He would have went, fuck it, I'll wear Grants, and I'll fight. But it wasn't in the contract. The contract said both fighters can choose whichever glove they want, as long as it's approved by the commission. So now Mayweather's trying to break the contract, and he's trying to dictate everything. He's trying to make Maidana wear what he wants him to wear. But just to close this video up, man, Mayweather's just a pussy motherfucker, man. I just can't believe he's doing this bullshit. For all you Flomos, for all you, you know, guys that run their own channels, you guys are Flomos. I know you guys know who you are. The viewers know who you are. You guys are defending Mayweather on this bullshit and accusing Maidana of, you know, cheating. Get the fuck out of here. Mayweather is scared. He's worried that Maidana has real significant power that he has never seen before. So we're gonna find out tonight. I mean, fuck it, all this bullshit for nothing. Like, let's see what happens in the fight. If Mayweather's so confident that he's not gonna get hit, the Mayweathers feel like, hey, you can't hit what you can't see, the power don't mean shit, then fucking let's just fucking fight. This should have never happened in the first place. This should have never taken place. It just makes Mayweather look like a bitch, and you know there's nothing else to say about it. He's a fucking scared motherfucker as far as I'm concerned now, because he's a little worried. He's worried about Maidana's power, because it's true power. It's legit. Um, Damn, can you imagine when he eventually fights Thurman? If that fight happens, he's gonna make him fucking wear sock and boppers and shit. But anyways, uh, what a waste of time for, you know, Golden Boy. Everybody surrounding this, everybody involved. Um, it was just bullshit. Maybe he was trying to gain a psychological edge. He was trying to win the first battle because he hasn't gotten to Maidana. Maidana has been the only one that doesn't talk about it, doesn't say nothing about the fight. He just wants to fight. He's not hyped. He's not anything. He's just a regular dude who everybody thinks he's gonna lose. So Maidana has no pressure. He's gonna go in there without a care in the world. He said yesterday, if Mayweather's gonna beat me, he has to beat me like a champion. Meaning he has to beat the shit out of him in order for him to give him the respect. Maidana's gonna go straight to him, and if Mayweather beats him, he said he's gotta beat me like a champion. He's gonna have to kill me in that ring. But hey, the fight's on tonight. Both guys made weight. Maidana did not look drained. He looked good. I'm pretty sure he's not going to blow up that much. I estimated in the previous video that he could probably go up to possibly 155, 156, maybe 157. But I doubt it. I think we're like 155, 156, something like that. So he's good. He's ready to go, and the fight's going to be great. A lot of people are predicting it's going to be a shutout, but the fight's going to happen tonight, and we're all going to find out what Maidana is all about and what Mayweather is all about. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, see you later.